They do not just look at what you say, they look at how you say it. They look at your body composure when you are saying it, because all of these things matter as to whether you are saying the truth or whether you are trying to lie to them. Hi guys, if you are stumbling upon my channel for the very first time, welcome to my YouTube channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, you already know how we roll here. Let's get into today's video. If you saw my last video, then you probably know what to expect from this video. Because in my last video, I spoke about how you can book a visa interview date on the Avid platform as a Nigerian student. So it was strictly for Nigerians. So in today's video, I am going to be talking about my experience at the Lagos Embassy where I had my interview in Nigeria, and I'm going to be talking about the lessons I got from my experience as well as what I observed. So sit back and relax. Prior to my interview, my husband and I, we had gone through like a lot of F1 interviews. Like we had gone through questions and answered, like we were playing VO and student, and he would ask me a question and I would respond. So like I was very familiar with many of the major questions that we are usually asked as an F1 student, such as where are you going to, what are you going to study, your post-study plan, and all of those things. The visa interview was scheduled for August 9th, 6:30 a.m. So I remember prior to that, I had booked an hotel to stay so that I can be close to the embassy. I think that is one thing you should take note of. If you need to book an hotel because of your time schedule, like book an hotel so that you can be close to the venue for your interview, because they actually keep to time. My husband went there with me. When we got there, then they started calling time. They called 6:30, so we stood on a line. Then they were asked to like arrange our documents. They will tell you the order to arrange your documents. We arranged our documents. Like I said in my previous video, you need to carry the important document. So we arranged this document and then we proceeded forward, and then I got into the embassy. I know it took a while because they were trying to set things up and all of that. They shared us into like lines, and then we're waiting to be called upon for our interview. So this is when it starts getting like really juicy. Guys, I prepared like nothing else mattered. Like I was so confident of what I knew and what I wanted to say. And this brings me to the first part. As much as you should prepare yourself for your interview, do not cram anything. Do not memorize anything. Know your answers, know how to respond to them. Like put your words together, but do not cram so that you do not get disoriented there. So when I got in there, I was the sixth person on the line I was assigned to. Guys, there were 5 people in front of me, and if I remember vividly, there were 6 people in front of me. I was the 7th person. Out of the 6 people in front of me, 5 people were denied. Only 1 person's visa was approved. When I saw this happening, like I was already beginning to like shake. So that brings me to another tip, which is prepare your mind. Because if you are someone that maybe your environment can easily distract you, you need to prepare your mind, because you are going in for an interview. People might get denied, people might get approved. So you need to prepare your mind to not allow the decisions of others to impact your stability. Because I had not prepared my mind for this. Like my mind was already shaking. Everything was just like shaking. I was like, what exactly is going on? I mean, this was not the first time I was appearing before a VO, because I'd been to the United States in 2023. I went for a summer exchange, and it was really smooth for me there. Maybe it's because that time I was the 2nd or 3rd person on the queue, so I was not really, But this time, like when I saw deniers flying, I was literally so scared. Like my mind was already shaking. But I'll tell you what I learned from these denials. I remember there was a man in front of me also that was wearing like a native attire. And then when he went for the view, I noticed this man had he had funding. I noticed he could not really defend what he was saying. Like there was a time she even repeated the question, but there was no confidence in his voice in answering these questions. So I think that's another tip. What you say is as important as how you say it. My advice is Be very confident about what you say, and when how you are saying it, be confident, be bold about. They do not just look at what you say, they look at how you say it, they look at your body composure when you are saying it, because all of these things matter as to whether you are saying the truth or whether you are trying to lie to them. Keeping a confident composure while you are saying it. Also remember another guy, this particular guy, like I think he had over $100,000 in funding. He was kind of like jittering when he was talking, and I really understand, because I think everybody was already like getting scared, because denial was flying in left and right, like it was really crazy. It got to my turn. Guys, this is where I have to say this, and I do not know how you're going to take it, but I am a firm believer of Jesus Christ, and I prayed like nothing else mattered before coming for my interview. And I know my husband was praying during my interview. Guys, this is literally going to be the best tip I'm going to give, which is pray very well before your interview. I've reviewed a lot of interview questions. I've heard people talk about their interview, how maybe some VUs expect short answers or long answers. I've heard different things about interview. And at the end of the day, what I can conclude on is pray. I'm not saying you should just pray and not to practice. No, as much as possible, pray very well and practice like you did not pray. I used to say one prayer, then pray as though you've not read, and then read as though you've not prayed. Because I remember when it was my turn, like the lady that interviewed us, so she called me, and then like when I was walking to her, she was already smiling when she saw me. And I'm like, why is this man smiling? Like, I couldn't even return the smile, because it was, I was like, see me panicking, and you are looking at me and smiling at me. I went to her, and then when I went to her, she was like, pass me your I-20 and your international passport. I passed it to her. She was like, okay, what are you going to do in the United States? I told her I'm going to the United States to take up my PhD at the University of Alabama in the Department of Chemical and Biological Engineering, blah, 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 blah. So she was like, okay, what did you do after your undergraduate program? Because I mentioned that I completed my undergraduate program and I wanted to further. That's why I'm taking up a PhD. So she was like, after your undergraduate program, what did you do? Guys, that's where it busted. After my undergraduate program, the thing is that I did not work. I actually like engaged in a summer, like a boot camp where I learned data analytics, and I also help people build their CV. So I was helping people build CV. I was learning data analytics. I was doing some tech things, but not anything official. So like, I don't know, like I found myself stuttering. And I was like, my village people are here. It's like, oh my God, blue paper. Because blue paper is a paper that someone is going to be given if the person's visa is denied. And white paper is the paper you're going to be given if it is accepted. But white paper can come in different form. A white paper can be given, and then you are told to maybe submit more documents before your visa will be approved. And it can be given to show approval. So it depends on what the VO tells you after giving you the white paper, and if you're giving your passport back. She was like, it's okay. When she found me stuttering, and she was just like, it's okay, it's okay. Then she kept on typing. I'm like, oh my God, I've messed up. Then she was like, oh, I see you've traveled to the US before, and I knew that, oh, this was an opportunity. And I'm like, yes, I've been to the US before. I was in the US for a summer exchange program, and I've also been to France. I was in France for 6 months for an internship program in 2022. She was like, oh, okay, that's good. Then she kept on typing and all of that. And guys, that was how my visa was approved. Even though I was told to submit a document afterwards, but it was basically approved at the end of the day. What I want to say is that it's not good enough for you to like know what to say. You need to, your composure matters. Your husband will say after your bragging and everything, you went in there, you could not even defend your claim. But guys, like, this is what I actually learned from it. Like, your composure matters. I want the lessons I learned from my experience to be able to help someone out there. Pray, prepare, you get in there. Do not allow denials or whatever flying around to affect you. As much as possible, be relaxed during your interview. Yes, it's difficult, but practice helps you like get better at it. Keep practicing, speak confidently, listen to the questions before you respond. But a lady was saying, that was not the question I asked you. This is the question I asked. And when you are asked the question, don't go around the bush. answer the question. For example, why are you going to the US? You should not start with undergraduate days. Maybe I took thermodynamic class and I fell in love with maybe engineering or something. No, I am going to the US to take up a PhD at the University of Alabama. Hit the nail on the head as you are answering these questions. Hope it's going to help someone. If you've not subscribed to my channel, guys, it's going to mean a lot to me. I want to say thank you for every one of you that has subscribed. We are 102 subscribers strong as of the time I'm filming this video, and I want to say thank you. Your subscription, your likes, your comment means a lot to me and has helped me in making more videos. Please do also like this video, share this video to someone you know it can help, and look out for more of my videos.